What the hell is going on? They shouldn't be 7mm higher on this side than they are this side. They should be the same distance from the bottom. Do I send them back? Do I complain and send them back? Or do I just adjust the bracket on the wall? So what do we do now? Well, I suppose that's why these brackets come with the elongated ones, so you can move them up and down. So this needs to come back down 7mm, so I can basically make the hole anywhere along this line. Just draw a line straight down the middle of there, and I can screw anywhere or drill anywhere in that. But what I also need, I need to be able to get this raw plug out, which I'm probably not going to be able to now. Well, that is very lucky. I managed to get it out without damaging it at all. That is now close enough to being level for me. Thank God. Right, so now we've finally sorted out our radiator problems, we've got them straight. We're just going to fit in our lock shields. Like I say, with this bundle they only supplied the lock shields. We've got no TRVs. We'll add some TRVs later on, as long as I've just got some radiators working, ready for when the boiler goes in. This one, you've got a rubber O-ring on there that will seal on the inside, so you shouldn't really need any PTFE tape around this side. So this is just a case of holding it on and doing that up. Get it started. Come on. I'm doing this a bit cack-handed. Doing it cack-handed to stay out of the way of the cameras. You can use anything for this really, as spirit level or you know, a bit of string hanging down from the centre. But we just now need to find where our pipe is going to drop down to, so we can make our hole. So let's put it that way. And we can just mark on the floor where we need to drill our hole. So you can get that straight, so you're pretty much on the edge of the nut. Mark a line straight down there, so we know that line we draw on the floor there is the edge of our pipe coming down there. I mean, you can get if you've got a short piece of pipe, you know, you can hang it in there, let it drop down, so you can see, you know, the middle of your hole is going to be around this point. Don't make the mistake, although you know the pipe is 15mm, don't make the mistake of you know, doing it to 15mm, because it's going to be too tight, not going to be allowed for any movement if you knock it. Yeah, so what you want to do, you want to go at least 20. I think we go at least 20, we'll say. It's going to give you plenty of wiggle room to get around it. Right, so what you can do actually, before you put this on there tight, just put it on there loose, run down, mark your hole, and then you can take this back off again, and then it's not going to be in the way of your drill. Before you drill any holes through here, you want to make sure that there is nothing under here that you're going to be drilling into. You've got to lift these, you've got to lift the floorboard up anyway to get under, to do your pipes, do your connections. So we'll get our multi-tool, we'll cut along this floorboard, we'll find out where the nail holes are that side. So what we'll do, we'll mark a line where these other nails are in. or if you can't see any nails there, measure 16 inches from the set of nails you've got here. So for me, measure from the centre of these nails there to the centre of those nails. You can see there, I don't know if you can see, put my finger on it. There you go, we're right on 16 inches. So we know that these floor joists are 16-inch centres. So if we measure from the 16 inches of these nails holes, so we can cut along the middle of there. Same down the other end, although that end is already cut. Yeah, so I'm just going to cut to this side of the nails. Just so that side of the floorboard is still held. And then when we put this side down, we just put some new nails in. Prefer the round cutters because they tend to give you a straighter line, and the depth of these are 22mm. This might take a while because this is getting slightly worn out. So we've just changed it over to our flat paddle now, just to make sure we've got a square cut all the way through this. Let's see if it makes it any easier. You want to try and get your crowbar as close to the nails as you can, so it doesn't, I'm just going to strip the wood. There we go. You can also see what I was hoping to see, some holes through to the room next door, the front room. So we can take our pipes from that flow to this radiator down through the floor, through the wall and into the front room. Let's just make sure they go all the way through. Yeah. So we've got holes all the way through there. It's just a single skinned wall. Now we know there's nothing under there in the way. Get in with our drill and our spade bit. Still got the hammer action on when I was doing the walls. Turn it off. Just go straight down. Now you've got the nice job of trying to get these rotten old nails out. And the head's always round the wrong way. Now I've got the radiator on the wall. That's in the way. You can see how long they've been in there. Look how rusted those things are. If they don't come out, you can't get them out, just get a hammer on them and knock them back in. Any ones you had problems with? Knock them in or knock them over. Put this board back in for a second. Hopefully the cats haven't gone down there. Right, so we loosely do that up and see how we've done. Let's take the olive and nut out. So, although this is not straight PVC pipe, it's slightly bent. But there we go, we've got a dead straight pipe down there, that way, and straight through you know, the smallest hole possible, kind of, with a little bit of wiggle room. We're not going to be using this PVC pipe on here. We're using PVC for under the floor only, and probably, you know, back of the kitchen sinks, because we've got quite a lot of it. Back of the bathrooms, anywhere you're not going to see it. Anywhere you're going to see it like this, we're going to use copper, because the copper pipe also fits into the PVC push joints we've got for this. So all we've got to do is, this doesn't got to be accurate. We're just going to measure the copper pipe we need to be. We call that 14 inches, and that's pretty much to the bottom of the floor joists down here. So now PEX pipe can pretty much come straight to it without any bends or kinks on it. So we're going to take our copper pipe, so 14 inches, so it's roughly up here. So line there. If you've got one of these pipe cutters, it tells you the direction, the arrow on what way to go. So I'll just clip that on there and literally just turn that. So your pipe is cut, so we know that one's going to be for that side. And then again, it's going to be the same for the other end, so we'll cut a 14-inch piece off for this as well. So that's it. So we have 2 copper links. So yeah, we're just going to clean up our over ends with a Scotch-Brite pad, or just a kitchen scourer, or if you've got some wire wool, does the same thing. You're just taking off any the tarnished bits and make sure your pipe's nice and clean. You more need to do this when you're soldering, but just want to make sure there's nothing on there so we get a good connection. Just doing a bit inside the edge to just deburr it, although those pipe cutters are quite good. So we've already got our olives up in there, no need to take it off, because this literally slides up. Make sure you get it in all the way. Great. Our adjustable wrench. We're just going to hold our pipe up in there just until we nip this up, because you don't want your pipe sliding down. There's no need to use PTFE tape on here because it's the olive that does the sealing. That's it. Nip it up tight and then just give it another little turn. So now that pipe's nicely in the centre of the hole. Right, so do the same the other end and then connect up underneath. Right, so that's it. That's the first part of installing the central heating system so far. We've hung a radiator on the wall. Next part we'll get connecting up the PVC pipe and we'll run them through over to where the boiler needs to go, and also we've got some insulation tubing that we'll put around that as well. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Hope you've sort of learned something. So hopefully you can do it yourself and save yourself a bundle of money. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. This pipe is a pain in the arse to work with. It really is a pain in the arse to work with.